Las Vegas seeing a drop right now in tourists.
Fewer people are coming to Las Vegas, the first double-digit decline since 2021.
Is Las Vegas in trouble?
Visits to Las Vegas down in June 2025.
A lot of people not coming to Las Vegas because it's too expensive.
International tourism is definitely down. Over 50%. Over 50% of the people I get in my store are international people, and I see that as down, especially from Asia.
Las Vegas, the city of lights, luck, and limitless entertainment. But in 2025, something feels off. Where there were once endless lines of taxis and tourists, there's now silence. Hotels that used to be sold out weeks in advance are sitting half empty. Casino floors, eerily quiet. In just blocks from the Strip, tense-lined sidewalks, parks, and underpasses. A jarring contrast to the luxury that built the city's image. Why is Las Vegas empty in 2025? This isn't just about tourism. It's about the hidden costs, the growing cracks in the city's foundation, and what happens when the American dream runs into the reality of economic strain. Tonight, we unpack the data, the causes, and the warning signs. Part 1, Strip deserted. If you walk down the Las Vegas Strip today, even on a weekday evening, you might notice something unusual. There's no crowd. No lines outside the Bellagio fountains. No lines for buffets. No crowds pushing into casinos with excitement and cash in hand. What you do see is open space. Valet stations with no cars. Sidewalks once shoulder to shoulder. Now easy to stroll without bumping into anyone. It's a quiet that doesn't feel relaxing. It feels unsettling. And the numbers back it up. In June 2025, Las Vegas recorded just 3.1 million visitors. A sharp 11.3% drop compared to the same month last year. That's not just a seasonal dip. That's a structural warning. Hotel occupancy has slipped to 66.7%, the lowest since the post-COVID recovery. And although the average room price dropped 6.6% to around $163.64 per night, travelers are still staying away. Some say the vibe has changed. And when you look at recent posts across Reddit, travel blogs, and YouTube, the question keeps popping up. Why is Las Vegas empty? Casino staff are feeling it too. One waitress at a well-known Strip restaurant said she used to make $400 to $500 in tips per shift.
Always take care of the people coming to pay you, right? I always tip, I always do stuff. So tipping 1% of the jackpot, I'm tipping $1,000 to them. I always tip every single time. So thank you so much for that.
Now she's lucky to hit $120. Fewer guests, fewer tables, and most who come are spending less. Despite the flashing lights and the still busy marketing campaigns, the energy on the ground tells a different story. Las Vegas, the city that once never slept, is starting to take long, uncomfortable pauses. Part 2, Why Tourists Are Leaving. So what's driving people away from Las Vegas? Why are tourists, both American and international, skipping the city that was once considered the ultimate getaway? It comes down to 3 main reasons: cost, access, and competition. Let's start with cost. Over the past decade, the price of visiting Las Vegas has quietly and steadily increased. Not just in airfare or hotel rates, but in the hidden fees. Guests now routinely face resort fees, charges that can reach up to $60 per night just for Wi-Fi, gym access, or pool usage. That's on top of the room rate. Parking, once free, now adds another $20 to $40 per day at many properties. Want to grab a show? Expect to pay over $200 for a seat, even at mid-tier venues. A simple dinner for 2 at a Strip restaurant? That can easily run you $150 or more before drinks. For many travelers, especially families or retirees, it starts to feel like Las Vegas is nickel and diming them at every turn.
Which, they moved the resort fee. Every time we would come, the resort fees went higher to the point where they were $50.
What surprised me was the food. The food has increased so much. The buffets are so expensive now. It's like, I don't know, unexpected maybe.
Second, access. International tourism has been a backbone of Vegas revenue for years. But in 2025, new visa verification fees, tighter travel screenings, and longer wait times are turning potential tourists away. Data from hospitality reports show a 13% drop in international arrivals this summer. Visitors from Canada, the UK, and even parts of Asia are choosing other destinations, not because they don't want Vegas, but because the process to get here has become more complex and more expensive.
This is the U.S. departures area of Montreal's Trudeau Airport, which is particularly quiet at the height of summer, and one of the most visible signs Canadians are staying away.
And finally, competition. Global destinations like Cancun, Dubai, and Bangkok now offer world-class entertainment, shopping, nightlife, and more importantly, all-inclusive packages with no surprise fees. A traveler comparing the two sees a clear difference. Las Vegas may be exciting, but it's also unpredictable in price. And in an era of tighter wallets, that's a serious disadvantage. So the question is no longer just, why is Las Vegas empty in 2025? It's also, what are other cities doing that Vegas isn't? And the answer may lie in transparency, affordability, and a better sense of value. So now we know the Strip is quiet, and we know why people are leaving. But what's replacing them? Because in 2025, tourists aren't the ones filling the streets of Las Vegas anymore. Instead, it's tents, rows of them, scattered along sidewalks, parking lots, and freeway underpasses. Why is Las Vegas empty? It might be the wrong question. The real question is, who's still here? Part 3, tents instead of tourists. Just blocks away from five-star hotels and glowing casino signs are rows of tents lined along sidewalks, under freeway overpasses, tucked behind parking lots and empty buildings. In 2025, Las Vegas isn't just facing a tourism slowdown, it's also facing a visible and growing homelessness crisis. According to Clark County reports, the number of unhoused individuals in the southern Nevada region has increased by 20% over the past year, bringing the total to nearly 8,000 people. Many of them live in makeshift encampments, often within walking distance of the Strip. And they're not just passing through. Maria, 47, worked at a casino buffet for nearly a decade. But after her hours were cut in 2023, she couldn't afford rent. Today, she sleeps in a tent just 3 blocks from her former workplace. Her story is one of thousands. Some are locals priced out of housing. Others are laid-off workers from the service industry, the very engine of Las Vegas economy. And the irony isn't lost. As hotel rooms go empty, people are sleeping on the street. Not by choice, but because there's nowhere affordable to go. For tourists who still visit, these encampments are hard to ignore. They challenge the carefully curated image of Las Vegas as a fantasy escape. Instead of neon dreams, some visitors are now seeing America's economic struggles play out in real time, right beneath the lights. Part 4, what the city and casinos are doing. Las Vegas isn't ignoring the problem. City officials, casino operators, and tourism agencies are all taking steps to stop the bleeding. On the business side, hotels have started rolling out aggressive incentives to win back travelers. Some properties have waived resort fees entirely. Others are offering free parking, complimentary upgrades, and all-inclusive packages, bundling meals, shows, and rooms into a single upfront cost. The strategy is clear. Simplify the experience and eliminate the hidden fees that have turned off so many guests. Caesars, MGM, and other resort giants are now experimenting with weekday discounts, targeting locals and regional visitors rather than relying solely on international traffic. But it's not just about pricing. The city of Las Vegas has also introduced a new ordinance aimed at addressing the homelessness issue, not through criminalization, but through redirection and support. Instead of issuing tickets or making arrests for public camping, officers and outreach teams now work to connect people to shelters, housing programs, and mental health services. It's a shift in tone, one that treats homelessness as a social challenge, not a criminal one. Still, the results are mixed. While outreach has helped hundreds find temporary shelter, the number of tents continues to grow, especially near popular tourist corridors. Local businesses have raised concerns about safety, sanitation, and the long-term image of the city. And visitors? They're starting to ask, is Las Vegas safe in 2025? That question, now trending on Google and YouTube, shows that perception is becoming just as important as policy. The city may be trying to recover, but the battle is uphill. Part 5, a larger American problem. Las Vegas may be the headline, but it's not the only city facing these challenges. Across the country, other major urban centers are seeing similar signs of stress. San Francisco, Los Angeles, Seattle, Portland, all have witnessed rising homelessness, declining tourism satisfaction, and an exodus of both residents and visitors. Like Las Vegas, these cities are grappling with a dangerous equation: high costs of living, visible poverty, and shrinking middle-class access to housing and leisure. In a nation where millions once relied on quick getaways and affordable travel to escape the pressures of daily life, now even that feels out of reach for many. And the more that happens, the more America's service-driven cities start to break. Vegas was built on the idea of indulgence, of leaving reality behind. But in 2025, the cracks in that illusion are showing. Because when workers can't afford to live near the jobs they support, when guests feel overcharged and underwhelmed, and when tents start to replace taxis, something bigger is unraveling. Some experts now point to Las Vegas as a canary in the coal mine, an early warning sign that the model of urban tourism in America may no longer be sustainable. If Vegas, with all its lights, its branding, and its global recognition, is struggling to stay afloat, what does that mean for smaller cities with fewer resources? Las Vegas may not be the problem, but it's quickly becoming the most visible symptom. So, why is Las Vegas empty in 2025? It's not just a drop in tourism, it's a reflection of something deeper: economic pressure, rising inequality, and systems that no longer feel balanced. Las Vegas was once a symbol of escape, a place where anything felt possible, but now is showing us what happens when a city's image outpaces its reality. Tents where there were taxis, workers displaced while hotel rooms sit unfilled, and travelers walking away, not because they don't want the magic, but because they can't afford the illusion. This isn't just a moment, it's a mirror. And what we see in Las Vegas today could be what many American cities face tomorrow. If this story gave you something to reflect on, share it. Let the conversation grow. Sometimes the most important questions aren't about what we see, but about what we've stopped noticing. Thanks for watching. Take care and stay aware.